Hi there, and welcome back to day 2 of Vlogmas, and I'm just gonna sneak up and see some of this wildlife, and let's hope we don't disturb them.
Some of this wildlife?
I've spotted a wild falcor, native to northeast England. What are you doing?
I'm cooking! Look, the oven's even preheated. Hello! Today, in the kitchen. Oh, I could spin that. Today in the kitchen, we're making a recipe that I've gotten off TikTok. A TikTok, which I'll link to in the description. But it's like a flapjack. It's like a flapjack crunch. It contains these ingredients, which I have pre-measured out. We got 14 tablespoons of oats, 7 tablespoons of sugar. We've got 7 tablespoons of self-raising flour. I'm using gluten-free self-raising flour because I'm sensitive to the glutens. And 7 tablespoons of desiccated coconut. And then we're going to use a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda earlier on as well.
Hey Paul.
Yes?
What's that song go like?
What song?
The butter, eggs and flour.
I don't know. How does it go?
Butter, sugar.
Oh, from Waitress, the sugar, butter, flour, gluten-free, self-raising flour, sugar, butter, flour, sugar, butter, flour.
I knew there was a song.
You interrupted me.
Sorry.
And golden syrup, which we're going to use a big tablespoon of, like a big hefty one. And this is the butter, and I wanted to say that this is the butter that we use because we really love it. This one is nut-free, which if you've ever had the naturally one, which is a really good vegan block butter, how close do you want to be? But this is the Flora one. What are you doing?
He's probably going to cut this out, be reading the label to you.
Yeah, I actually will. Right, so, and then did I say that there's 225 grams of that? We've also got a greased baking thing.
A Pyrex
Dish. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a Pyrex dish. It can be any dish, just has to be greased. Oh, we'll also need a pan. Just in the cupboard. We'll also need a pan. And there we have the pan. Come on in. So, we've got our oats, babes. We've got a desiccated coconut. Oh, and the flour, yeah.
Sugar, butter, flour.
And then just mix up your dry ingredients so they're ready for later. Get your hob on. Our butter in the pan. So you want a big, nice, generous tablespoon of that. I'm going to use my finger because I washed my hands before I started to cook. And the sugar as well. And we want this all to melt together. The recipe on the TikTok didn't actually say what temperature the oven had to be. No, me. The TikTok didn't say what temperature the oven had to be on, so I've just went for 180. Voluptuous, luscious, melting. But no,
Nearly
me.
there.
Once it's melted, we want to add in a teaspoon, I believe, of bicarbonate of soda, and it's all going to go frothy. Look at that. Mystical. And add in our dry ingredients and stir all that together. Our dish, which as I say is quite large because we want it to be spread quite thinly. Looks like porridge. Bearing in mind, can I just say that I've never made this before. This is the first time I made it. I just like the recipe because of the simpleness of it. And I do love recipes that are simple. I'm not gonna lie, it looks runnier than the one in the TikTok. Bake it in the oven until it's golden brown. So I'll let you know how long that takes when it's done. Oh yeah, babes. Right, there we go. So we'll come back to that when it's baked. When the thing that we're making is in the oven, I like to use that time to clean up the kitchen. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna wash the pots that I've made. Clean it up. Off you go for now. So, just as a progress update, we're waiting for it to go kind of golden. And look, it's like rising. It literally looks like cinder toffee. Right, and this is all becoming a very risky look. It's right at the top. I'm gonna open it to investigate. It smells nice. It just doesn't look how I wanted it to look. Oh, this is already a disaster. When baking goes wrong. Look at it. It is totally not meant to do that. In the TikTok, she took it out of the oven. First of all, it hadn't risen to the top like that, and she just took it out and it was exactly as it was, and she cut it like straight away. It's not gonna happen with that. We'll come back to this. Okay, I'm gonna take it out now. It is still looking quite liquidy, but I think I don't want it to do any more and to go like overdone. It's been in for 25 minutes. I'm gonna leave it to cool and to flatten, and then we'll cut it up and see what it looks like. Come back to you soon. Okay, so I used a palette knife to like chop it up into pieces, but I think this has gone really wrong. And as you can see, look at the oil coming out of it. I've put it on some kitchen paper. It looks disgusting. So let me tell you all the ways that it's gone wrong. It's definitely overcooked, so make sure that you don't cook it for 25 minutes. And also, I think the fact that I used the gluten-free flour, I think like gluten-free flour is not very like absorbent. So the butter, I guess, would normally be like absorbed by the flour, but it hasn't been, so it's a fucking disaster. The moral of the story is look for a recipe yourself and make that. Do not make this based off my instructions because it's a failure.
A big piece to be fair.
Yummy. Oh, I think he likes it.
There's nothing wrong with it. You've got a slight bit of burnt taste coming through.
I like burnt things.
Well, there we go. Right, you try a bit.
That's horrible.
Oh my god, what?
It's oily. It's flavourless. It's falling apart. It's literally the worst thing I have ever tasted in my life. What is wrong with your taste buds?
I like it.
Well, you can have it.
Maybe not that bit. That bit does look very burnt.
It's horrible. I hope you've all enjoyed today's cooking. I can actually cook. I can. The problem is this is an untested thing. I went for it thinking it would just work. You're always filming anything else except me. It's my channel. It's really shit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Anyway, that's all we've got time for today. Hope you've enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you make it now. It turns out for you. Maybe try it with normal flour for you non-gluten-free people out there. Or if you are a gluten-free person, please share with me a good recipe for crunchy flapjack, because that's what I want. I want an oaty crunchy thing. Like a hobnob, but not. Okay. Thanks very much for watching. Okay, love you. Goodbye.